the Rajapaksas responsible for their alleged corruption and many other crimes. Why do you say you're opposed to them when you're clearly not?
Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa was prosecuted, was released by court. Basil Rajapaksa was prosecuted, Namal Rajapaksa was prosecuted, Yoshita Rajapaksa was prosecuted.
There's a name missing from your list.
What's the list?
Mahinda Rajapaksa.
So they have to find evidence. No, it's not I who do it. Like your country.
I mean,
look.
There's allegations that he took $7 million from a Chinese corporation. You know there are many crimes they're accused of.
Look, in my country, it's the Attorney General who's not a political figure who decides on prosecution. We can only send the evidence before him. Attorney General decided what cases you should prosecute.
Many people think you're covering up for them.
I'm not. Is the Attorney General? I'm not the Attorney General.
Gotabaya Rajapaksa, you become president, he leaves the country. I think he went to the Maldives, and then he came back, and you didn't do anything.
He could come in. There's no charge against him. How can I? I'm not a dictator.
Rajapaksa's party actually made you president. It's a massive conflict of interest.
No.
Who made you president?
No.
Who made you president in 2022?
The members of parliament from both sides. This is what the Cardinal said in regard to this inquiry, not anything else.
Yes, the head of the Conference of Bishops.
Who?
Bishop Harold Anthony Pereira.
Yes, sir.
He says he wants an independent inquiry, and he supports Cardinal Malcolm Ranjit, the head of the church,
yes,
who says that you did not take requests seriously for an independent investigation, and what you commissioned.
I know that. We know the politics of the Catholic Church.
The politics of the Catholic Church. They lost hundreds of people in suicide attacks, and you're obsessed with it.
We know that. It's a question.
Is everything a game to you?
Sorry, you're going off your head at this rate. Look, Petty, you finish everything you want to say about the UN, the League of Nations, the British Commonwealth, and then tell me after that I will answer.
Okay.
I have been in politics before you were born.
I know. I think I said that. I mean, Parliament makes you president of Sri Lanka, and you stabilize the economy. You get a new IMF loan. You bring inflation down from 70% to 1.3% within a year, and then you lose the presidential election. You lose badly. You came third last September. Why do you think, despite that record, the Sri Lankan people rejected you so overwhelmingly?
But I am not here to explain why I lost or something. I'm going to say, well, I'm quite happy I did the job.
Okay, let's talk about how you did the job.
Yeah.
Some would say that you had an opportunity to listen to young protesters who were out on the streets in Sri Lanka, and you squandered it. You claimed to be a, quote, friend of the people, you said. But within hours of becoming president in the summer of 2022, you called in the military, you told them to do, quote, whatever is necessary to restore order, and then they violently cracked down on protesters. How is bringing in the military being a friend of the people?
No one disregarded the views of the young people. You had to restore order. What will you do if the parliament is being taken over by a mob here? If a mob walks into the parliament, is that democracy or not?
I mean, Amnesty International say that outside of your office, 944 tear gas grenades were used by police against protesters. 30 people were injured, one protester was reported dead.
Amnesty International is discredited in our part of the world.
The European Union says there was unnecessary violence against protesters in Sri Lanka, the unwarranted use of force against peaceful demonstrators.
The European Union had funded some other agencies, and they called for my resignation. The same union thereafter praised me as the man who took Sri Lanka out of economic crisis. Look.